That was my mouth. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Anime Dudes podcast. Sorry, we literally just made a fart joke. And literally as soon as we hit record, it's fine. It's fine. It was hilarious, so we're laughing. My name is Bjorvio, and joining with me on this amazing podcast that we talk about fart jokes and anime is
the Anime Dad, aka Riley, and this is a great voyage. Thank you for being along as my captain on this ship, Bjorvio, my Luffy.
It is my pleasure. I'm so glad to have you as well. You know, we really make a great team, and today is going to be a very special episode because once again we get to talk about Mirio Togata, people.
Yes! Mirio Togata, the man who, if I wasn't married...
He's up there. He's definitely up there. He's most definitely.
He truly is. He's amazing. His positive attitude. He's probably the man that I'd aspire to be the most like. Do you know what I mean? Is he one of the? Is he up there? Would he be up there in the My Hero Academia verse?
Oh, for sure. Like, not just My Hero. Like, if we're talking anime as a whole, like, there's just something special about Mirio's his work ethic, the way that he wants to be a hero, the way that he's always smiling, but then he's also like kind of odd and quirky, and you know, like I'm like, oh, you know, I relate to that. I relate to Mirio more than a lot of characters in anime, and I'm okay with that. I really, really am.
I know what you mean. I think I am the same, to be honest. I'd like to relate to him more because he is so optimistic, positive, never giving up, always challenging himself. So, to be honest, even as a father, if my daughters grew up to be like Mirio in some shape or form, I'm going to be very, very happy. Now, I think we did Mirio versus a few people last time, but I thought for a little bit of fun, maybe we could do a bit of improv at the beginning of the podcast, just for those who don't necessarily listen all the way to the end, which is probably 1 out of 1,000. But I thought that would be a little bit fun.
The improv scene, okay?
Yeah, good idea.
Good idea. I'm here for it.
All right. I'm thinking, I'm a cop, okay, and obviously, let's say you're Mirio Togata, because I know you can do it really well. I'm a cop. I'd pull you over, and that's all the content text that we get. We just start from there. What do you say?
I'm good. Let's go.
All right. Can you roll down that window, please? Roll down the window.
Stick my face through the window. Hi! I bet this was a little bit surprising, huh? Let me tell you something. The future is gonna be...
Powerful?
Awful! Oh, sorry, I messed that up. Let me pull my head back through and I'll get you my license and registration. If you're lucky, you won't see my willy.
Hey, sir, have you been out taking any Class A, drugs this evening? You're acting a little bit jumpy.
A little jumpy. No, I'm one of the top 3 heroes from UA. Let me tell you something. My name is Mirio Togata, and I'm just very, very happy to be here. And I'm gonna go see my mentor, Sir Night Eye. We got something really cool going on later. I can't really tell you about it, but and the other thing that's really cool, I'm a little giddy because I just got to where my suit doesn't turn, where I don't permeate through my suit, and so everyone doesn't see these glutes.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you seem like a positive guy, and I've just seen your license and registration. It says here that your age is undisclosed. Could you tell me your age?
Well, certainly. I am 18 years old.
Okay, all right. And just as a reminder, I know you got your provisional hero license, but try not to use your quirk while driving. That could cause some accidents. All right?
Well, of course, if I used my quirk while I was driving, I'd go right through the car.
All right, head along. You're giving me a headache.
Sorry, sir. If you need some Tylenol, I got some right here. Otherwise, have a good day.
Bye bye. That was good. That was awesome. All right, next one. Next one. I'm just gonna swing it. All right, you're All Might, and I will be. Let's say All Might needs to go and and get his pick an outfit for an important dinner that we're trying to impress people. It's just coming out of my head, and I am going to be the clothing man, trying to, you know, the customer service representative that you walk into the store and go,
I am here in need of an outfit for later tonight.
"Oh my goodness, All Might, I'll help you for sure. What type of thing are you looking for? What's the occasion? Is it more social or more formal? Let me know."
Well, my ex-psychic Dave from America is getting an award later tonight, so he traveled all the way here from America to Japan. So I need to put on my best suit, if you know what I mean, because it's Dave we're talking about here.
Of course, Dave's pretty good. I've heard of Dave, and I know a lot about you, Sir All Might. Before we get things going, could you potentially signature my face, my forehead? I'd like to get it tattooed.
Oh, absolutely! Hang on 1 second here. Let me grab one. I have an assortment of 20 pins that I just keep in my pocket for just such an occasion. Hang on 1 second. And to whom am I making this out to, sir?
Well, it could be my nickname, which is Big Booty Banana Boy.
Big Booty Banana Boy. Find a better name. Yours truly, All Might. P.S. I'm calling you 4B from now on. And now the only way to get it to stay is to punch you square in the face.
I will die. But All Might, listen, I've got this great suit for you. It is going to be like a dark blue with a red tie, and I think it's going to make your eyes that are mostly non-existent pop. So try this on, and anyone you're trying to impress will be yours.
Now, how can I unbutton it like most of the way down? Because this is Dave we're talking about.
That's perfect. That's cool. That was fun.
Do you know what I'm referencing with that?
Yes, I do. That's the movie, right? That's the movie when All Might and Deku went over to what island was it?
Oh, I have no idea, but in one of the bloopers for the episode promo that they do for the movie, Chris Sabat just goes insane, and it's like, oh, I got an email. Is it from Dave? And then later on, it's like, someone's like, oh yeah, look at that, it's David Shield. He's just, Dave.
I think I remember.
I don't know why that specifically popped in my head, but
no, that's a really good movie, and maybe we can talk about that another time because I really enjoyed it, and I loved All Might and Deku fighting together. If that was the right one.
Oh, yep, that was the right one. We'll talk about it later because otherwise I'll just get too far into it right now.
I'm the same. All right, let's move into what everyone's here for.
The start of the raid on the Isekai, or as I like to call it, the raid to rescue Eri.
Raid to rescue Eri. Now, Deku Lemillion's pumped up, ready to go, ready to kick some Yakuza bum. And they're outside, ready to break in the door, and that giant guy comes out. I like that guy. Like, he's well drawn. And his quirk is cool, sucking the life force out of people and using it for his own power. Really good start. So it starts off with a bang. Now that I just wanted to ask a question. Does that say there's obviously a mole in the organization, correct?
Yes, but I don't think it's revealed who it is or how the Isekai knew that they were coming.
No, I remember him getting a call and then being like, "Oh, they're here already? All right." You know, he said something
Right.
like that, but it doesn't reveal. It doesn't.
Maybe it was the police.
Yeah.
Maybe they had like a mole in the police department. I don't know. That's all I can really speculate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought because I would link it back to the mole amongst the teachers or amongst pro heroes as well, but that hasn't come out yet, so we're
Yep.
not sure. That's just a fun thing to speculate on. They all go through the door, Deku and Lemillion first, taking out some people, but obviously they knew that they were there. Now, what's your favorite moment from that first little interaction of Deku breaking through the, them going in and following Sir Night High?
There's so many good moments from the just first third of this whole thing. Because I mean, yes, we get great interactions between Deku and everyone going down the hallway. Lockjaw or whatever his name is finally does something, but we also get Sun Eater's origin story, and it's awesome.
You're right. My goodness. All right, we might not even make it to the final airy thing because there's so many cool things to talk about. But you're right about Sun Eater's origin story. I love it, and the way it's brought out that Mirio has inspired him as much as he inspires us is so
Mm-hmm.
cool. And that's when he takes
That
on
whole
those.
fight is cool.
Yeah, is that when he takes on those three guys? Yeah.
Yeah, he takes on those three guys, and this is really like we really hadn't seen Amajiki do anything by this point. But man, when he's like, I can take on all three of them, y'all go ahead. What was your thoughts when he said that? Like, did you think he could? Was he hopeful? What were you thinking?
I thought he was overconfident. As soon as he said that, I thought, okay, overconfidence. He's not going to be able to take these guys. These guys are going to surprise him. They're villainous. You know what I mean? I don't, because we hadn't seen much of him moving into that particular fight. I thought, I am not too sure. Now, on that topic of his quirk, what could you turn your body into now, based on what you've eaten today?
Well, I could definitely I could do some turkey. Yeah, that'd be super useful. Some turkey powers. I don't know what that would be. Just shoot maybe like some hawk shooting feathers kind of thing. Um, I could do a cow because I've had some cheese. Um, what else? Oh, chicken. Hey, that's useful. I get chicken talons. That'd be pretty cool. Um, and other things, and I don't think pasta is going to be all that useful, but
Could he lay a? I wonder if he could lay an egg if he ate a chicken. I wonder if he can get that far. Yeah, I think I'd be able to turn into I don't even know what oats. No, I can't turn into an oat. Honey, maybe a bee. Um, you're
a
right.
stinger.
Yeah, but what would you eat that I think because he even can turn his body into those diamonds that he ate from that particular villain. So I think I'd probably go around eating random things like maybe a gun.
See, I'm over here thinking, oh, I could eat a small pebble or maybe some sand. Nah, you just up the stakes entirely.
Maybe a car. I'll eat a car and I can transport people around. I don't know. There's an incredible range. And
Drink some jet fuel while you're at it.
hey, hold on. Actually, when he was a baby, how did he find out his quirk? It didn't go that far. But let's say he was having some breast milk. He turned into his mum. That's weird.
Now he's Toga.
That's actually so true. There's so many tangents we can go on there. But yeah, he took out those guys quite nicely. There were so many, like the animation with that fight with the octopus arms, because he had takoyaki, didn't
Mm-hmm.
he?
Yep, something like that. And
Yeah.
you're absolutely right about that animation. It felt like they didn't have much of a budget for that scene, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it was
I'm
really.
sorry. It felt like they did, like the animators were like, we don't care about the budget. That's what I meant to say.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, it was really, really good. The way yeah, he made those, and the guy who could eat everything, I got freaked out by that. I was like, oh my goodness! And then the way he ate that
Right?
guy's work,
He's
reacted
the
to
real
that.
sun eater. He could probably actually eat the sun.
That is so true. No, terrifying. Well done. And then obviously he passes out. But he passes out a hero in my books. He passes out as a
For sure.
true big three member, and he's probably capable of quickfire. Him versus Endeavor.
Endeavor.
Him versus Eraserhead.
Oh, Eraserhead. Yeah, I think Amajiki's would completely lose all of his confidence if his quirk was shot out. I mean, we kind of saw him quirkless at one point, and he just completely shut down. I feel like against Eraser, no chance.
That's true. All right, last one. Him versus Todoroki.
Oh, I want to say Sun Eater, but I don't think he has currently. I don't think he has anything that would allow him to really do any damage to Todoroki before
No.
Todoroki could actually, that heaven piercing ice wall. If he just throws that out at the beginning, it's game over.
Yeah, good point. All right, then they get down. They've got that guy, the other guy who I think, most of these guys who are taking quirk enhancers, I think they'd be able to, if they just worked on their quirk like Mirio did, like Deku's done, they would have got to that point naturally.
Right. Like it's you don't really see them ever, like you don't hear about them training or anything like that. It's just, no, this is what I'm going to do. This is the quick way. And versus like if Mirio would have done that, it would not have ended well. Could you imagine if he didn't have control of permeation and used it like a quirk enhancing thing? That'd go horrendously.
That is so true. He'd probably be able to permeate everything he touches. But that's very, very true. And that guy's quirk that was enhanced to control the whole building, basically, or control certain corridors to close up. Really good quirk. Really terrifying for the heroes. But the way they counteracted it. Oh, we're moving into one of my favorite fights, actually. Fat Gum and Red Riot,
Kirishima.
yeah, Kirishima, taken out, and they meet the sword and the shield. What did you think of that fight?
Incredible. The writer of My Hero does a really good job of like subverting your expectations of what's going to happen, because Kirishima, the last time we saw him, he just gotten his super plus ultra form. He uses it, and Rappa just basically takes Kirishima out of the fight in one punch when he's in that form, and you're like, oh crap, now it's 2 against 1. Like, mm,
Yeah, really, really
chills.
chills for sure. And Rappa, his attitude's funny. I like him. I mean, he just wants to, he just wants to fight. He just wants to see who's the best. He just wants to push himself. So and I think as a hero, he would have done really, really well if he didn't kill everyone that he fought. And his backstory of being an MMA fighter and having Overhaul being the only one who beat him just with one little touch. That was scary because Rappa is so powerful, and seeing Overhaul's potential to destroy him that quickly terrified me.
Right. And that's the thing. At that point, we don't really know what Overhaul can do. And so when you're like, oh, this dude took out Kirishima, he's beating the crap out of Fat Gum, and he's like, oh no, this dude beat me in with one touch, and I've lost to him 5 times. You're like, who is Mirio running into on his own? Because he's just phasing through all the walls trying to get to him at this point, and so now, and so you're concerned about that, but at the same time, it's like, what is Fat Gum gonna do?
I know, because Fat Gum couldn't even handle his punches a tremendous amount. And this then you move on to Red Riot's backstory and how he was so involved in Acid Girl.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if you caught this or not. I rewatched this episode recently, and I didn't, and I just saw this. So in Kirishima's backstory, You know the part where someone's talking to these girls and it's like, where can I find this? And he's too scared to move, and Ashido runs over and points him to the police station. Did you realize that's Gigantomachia?
Is that really Gigantomachia?
Yes.
I can. Oh my goodness, that changes things.
Before he got all of his quirks, yeah. And it's the same voice and everything.
Wow. Okay, that's a bit of an
Right?
epiphany for me. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, I just thought it was a very intimidating giant man. Why was he going to the police station? Is that explained in future episodes at that time?
No, he was looking for something else, and Ashido thought quickly and was like, well, since he doesn't know where he's going, I'm going to have him go to the police station so he'll get caught.
Right. Wow. That's a mind blower. That was cool. That's a cool little and anyone standing in front of Gigantomachia would need some courage there. But he did a bit of rebranding with his own style, red hair, about to give up on everything, and then his favorite hero says to him something very special, never give up, we're always scared, but we just really try to do our best. And that made a difference in his life. He stands in front of Rappa, takes some punches, which allows Fat Gum to prepare himself for that final punch and absolutely destroy Rappa. What an ending! And the the funny thing about it is, after that all happens, they come together, and Rappa's like, oh, yeah, let's go recover. I want to fight again.
Yeah, that part, I was not expecting that. I was fully expecting Rappa to stand back up and just, all right, let's finish this fight. I'm not done. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, here's what you need to know. Let's fight again someday. You were clear, and especially I want to fight that kid. Like, Rappa had respect for both of them. When I was like, wow, that was a really cool way to end that fight.
It was mutual respect there, and they basically say, "Hey, you're going to prison, mate. We're not going to fight in
He's
there."
like, I don't care.
Yeah. When I come out, I'll fight you anyway. He's a very single-minded guy, and maybe the final thing we can comment about is before we move on is the fact that this Yakuza, I actually felt a lot of pity for them. There were a lot of them they're stuck in this organization due to the fact that they have been quite lonely. They've been outcasts. They've had a really bad upbringing, and they just wanted a sense of belonging and family. And I felt for each and every one of them, except for Overhaul, as we're going to see moving forward. But each and every one of them had that story that they just wanted to be loved. They just wanted family, and each and every one of them, I guarantee, could at one point in their lives could have become a great hero potentially, or followed the path they're on there. And that's
Yeah,
I just wanted to comment on that there. What's your thoughts on that?
I do agree. I think a lot of them did have, these tragic backstories where they were kind of rejected, and it very much felt like it brought me back to Twice's backstory.
Yeah.
Because we get his like before he's the one that introduces Overhaul to the League and everything, and like that whole thing of, if Twice wasn't discovered by the League, he would have made a great member of the Shiei Saikai, because his backstory sounds so similar to theirs.
Yeah, very, very, very true. That's a really good point. And this podcast, as we know, is all about getting serious. We don't play games, we don't make jokes, we get serious. So it's basically, we should actually probably change the name from Anime Dudes to Anime Life Lessons.
The Anime Fireside Chat podcast.
Oh, I like it. Oh my goodness, let's do it. But my I was going to go deeper into the seriousness of it all, but I think that covered it really well. And I think the next episode, we're moving into something that we could probably spend 4, 5, 6 hours talking about, which is the man behind you. The which I love your beautiful new. Ah, it's incredible. And he takes tries to take Eri back, and that's such a special moment. Now, if you could rank it, where would it be in one of your favorite moments in all of My Hero Academia?
Easily top 5. I don't know top 3, but probably top 3. Just a tentative answer. I would say it's in the top 3 of the entirety of My Hero Academia. And I'm going to throw you for a loop on this one. That includes the manga, which I'm caught up to date on.
Oh, that's true. I'm not caught up to date on the manga. Um, but that's good. That's a really, really good ranking then. And for those of you who haven't watched it yet and are listening to this, please go watch it now before you listen to the next episode. And we didn't even mention to rate and review and share and send through your improv ideas to us. I keep saying we've got Chris Sabbath's son, Bjorvio, right here in this show. Now he's he's a long lost son, and his voice is a treasure. So we need to use and abuse it, okay, until he gets because he's very soon going to be in an anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood 2 is coming out, I heard, and Bjorvio might be the main character. So before that happens, we need to treasure it and use it. So send through those improv ideas, please, so we can use and abuse Bjorvio.
Use and abuse me, yes. Make Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood 2? No, don't do that. Please don't do that. The series is fine just the way it is.
Is there no sequels planned?
There are not, and I hope it stays that way because it's one of those, like, if you keep dragging on the story, it would lose its value. Like, it's not one of those, like, One Piece has a story that it's still ongoing. Full Metal was just, it had its story, it told its story, and it doesn't need to go anywhere else. The story was concluded. So it's not like, and I respect that. I think that's how it should have been. Just like I respect One Piece, its story isn't done.
Yeah, true. Well, could you take us out with the incredible Mirio Togata, and take us home, Bjorvio?
Wow, this will be the first time in a couple of weeks I actually get to be nice to the audience instead of screaming at them as Kachan. Anyway. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. It was really great having you listening in. As Riley mentioned, please like and subscribe to this podcast. It would certainly mean a lot. All the pro heroes are doing it these days. So if you want to be pro like me and some of my other friends like Amajiki and Nejiri Hado, then please comment, send us your improv ideas. I'm sure you got some good ones, and I hope you guys have a great, fantastic week until we get this meet again, where I'm going to be honest, the future does look grim in the next episode for me, but that's okay. Tune in next week anyway.
Go beyond. Plus
Ultra!